Hello, everyone. It's Stephanie. Welcome back to class. This is our Level 2 class that met at Vision Church, and we are in Unit 7. Today, what we're going to do, we're going to continue on in Unit 7. We're on page 94, Lesson F. And in this lesson, we're going to read a sales receipt, review topic vocabulary, one, the other, some, and the others. But before we start the new lesson, we're going to do a little bit of review of some of the things that we went over in our previous lesson, okay? Just to make sure you're solid on those things. Okay, so turn to page 91, okay? Get your student book. Okay, on 91, remember this picture? This is the living room in someone's home, right? Okay, and we've just got several articles of furniture in that picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of review of what the names of those furniture items are, okay? Okay, so like I said, we're going to do a quick review of the furniture items on page 91. So this is where I really, really wish we were in class together. But the good news is I'm learning some different tools and I intend to improve my next set of videos because it's kind of difficult to see the picture very well when I have to hold it up like this. But I've been watching other teacher videos and there are better ways to do this and I am going to implement those better ways. But for now, let's just do a quick review of the furniture items here. This is a recliner, coffee table. Do you see a floor lamp in this picture? Nope, no floor lamp. But there is a desk lamp. There is a bookcase. There are two plants. There is a aquarium right there. There is a desk over there on the other side of the aquarium. There's a mirror on the wall. There are also two pictures on the wall that wasn't in our word dictionary. And then there is the entertainment center. Okay, so I think we got everything. Just wanted to go over the names of those furniture items one more time so that you can remember them. Okay, all right. All right, so let's go back to page 94. All right, so the next thing that we're going to review superlatives. Okay, so I'm gonna write some adjectives up here on my board. Cheap, the opposite of cheap is, yes, expensive. So cheap, expensive, and good. All right, so this is just a quick review of superlatives. All right, cheap, expensive, good. Now, what's the superlative form of these adjectives? Cheap, what's the superlative form? So you know what? Why don't we just do the comparative and the superlative just as a quick review? Cheap, what's the comparative form of it? You add ER. cheaper. And the superlative form of cheap is cheapest. Okay? Expensive. The comparative form of expensive is expensiver, right? No. It's more expensive. Okay? And the superlative of expensive is expensivest, right? No. All right. The most expensive. Very good. I can't trick you guys because you know your superlatives and your comparatives. So the most expensive, all right, and then good is one of those irregular adjectives where it's a totally different word for the comparative and superlative. So it's good, comparative is better, and the superlative is best. Very good. Good, better, best. All right, so let's see. What else do we want to review? All right, and just remember that you use the comparative form when you're comparing two things, and you use the superlative when you're comparing three or more things. And the rules for using comparative and superlative forms of adjectives is on page, I believe, 86 for the comparative and 88 for the superlatives if you'd like to go back and review and practice that. So when you're talking to people and you're comparing two things or you're comparing, uh, more than two, practice using those things so that you'll remember, okay? All right, so let's move on. So that was our review. Now we're going to practice reading a sales receipt. Now, what I want you to do is grab your purse and see if you have a sales receipt in there. I'm sure you do. So while you're grabbing yours, I'm going to grab mine. As ladies, because we go to the grocery store a lot and we usually do the shopping for our family, I tend to put the sales receipt in my wallet so that when I come home, I can balance my checkbook or keep up with my spending, okay? So here I have a Public sales receipt. I have a Kroger sales receipt. And I have a Sprouts sales receipt. Now, if you notice, they're all grocery store receipts because that's where I go most of the time. I don't do a lot of shopping for other things. I'm in the grocery store once or twice a week. But since we've been doing the shelter in place with the COVID-19, I've really been trying to stay home and only go to the store maybe, once a week or every 2 weeks. And I make sure that I put my mask on. So are you guys all wearing your masks? Okay, I'm ready to go to the grocery store now, right? Is this how you guys look when you go to the grocery store these days because of the coronavirus? Everybody's in the grocery store with their mask and their gloves. This is this is our new way of life right now, right? You go to the grocery store, everybody has on a mask and gloves. Okay. So let's say I'm done with my grocery shopping. So we've just been looking at my receipts. All right, so we're going to look at what did I do with my pen? Okay. Sales hold on. My lighting is messing with my casting a shadow on my board. Okay, let me fix this. I'm going to pause for 1 minute. I think I got rid of the shadow, the glare that was on my screen. Okay. Sales receipt. Sales receipt. You see? Nope, can't see the R. Okay. Sales receipt. And the way you pronounce receipt, you might want to write this word in the back of your notebook. But the way this is pronounced, the P is silent. It's receipt. That's the way this word is pronounced, receipt. This P is silent. So what is a sales receipt? A sales receipt is the piece of paper that they give you when you buy something. Like these things here. All these receipts I had in my wallet, and I'm sure you guys pulled out a few receipts out of your purse and wallets as well. But the receipt is what they give you at the store after you make a purchase. And the sales receipt, it tells you what you purchased. When you buy something, it shows the items that you bought, the price that you paid, and it usually have a few other pieces of information on it, depending on what type of store it is that you went to. Okay, but we'll look closely at the sales receipt in our example here. All right, so let's look at page 94. Let's look at that sales receipt. Okay, so look in your student book at page 94 at this sales receipt right here. Lesson F, another view. Exercise 1, life skills reading. So we've got a sales receipt right there. All right, so let's look at this sales receipt. All right. So the top, it says sales receipt. All right, so look at that. What is the name of the store where the purchase was made? Yes, it's right there at the top. On the top left, AJ's Discount Furniture. That is the store where we made the purchase. Okay, so the sales receipt is for AJ's Discount Furniture. And then who made the purchase? We can see that it was sold to. So that's the name of the person that made the purchase, right? All right. And so what did Nick buy? It's sold to Nick Robinson. And so you see it shows item and description. That's the list of items that Nick bought. But what did Nick buy? Green sofa for $699. Yes. He bought a coffee table for $295. He bought a table lamp for $39.95. And he bought a bookcase for $149. Very good. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to do exercise A. Read the questions, look at the sales receipt, and fill in the answer. So what I want you to do is pause this class video, read over the sales receipt, and answer the 4 questions below. And then hit play when you're done, okay? All right, now that you've had an opportunity to answer questions 1 through 4, let's go over it together, okay? All right, exercise A. Read the questions, look at the sales receipt, fill in the answer. Number 1. Which is the cheapest item? Now you see how cheapest, that is the superlative form of the adjective cheap because we're comparing 1, 2, 3, 4 items on that receipt. So that's why we needed to use the superlative. All right, so which item is the cheapest? Well, the green sofa is $6.99, the coffee table is $2.95, table lamp $39.95, and the bookcase is $149. So the answer is D, the table lamp, because the price of the table lamp is lower than all of the items on the receipt. So the table lamp is the cheapest item. Number 2, which word in the receipt means money back? Okay, so look at this receipt. Look at the bottom, that last line on the receipt in red. You see what that says? No refunds or exchanges after 30 days. Now that's a very important thing for you to pay attention to when you're at a store. If you're making a purchase, you definitely want to know the store policy before you make your purchase, especially if it's something expensive. You want to know if you can do a refund, an exchange, or a refund. Exchange means you don't get any money back, but you trade what you have for something of equal or lesser value. And then a refund is when you get your money back. So, which word in the sales receipt means money back? That would be refund. Okay? Discount means the price is lower. The price is lower from what it used to be. Exchanges, I just explained. And then subtotal is just the total of all the charges before they add tax. After they add tax, you get the total. All right, question number 2. Oh, we just did number 2. I'm sorry. Number 3. When a customer cannot exchange an item, when can a customer not exchange an item? Now, this is something very important that you want to know when you make a purchase, how long you have to bring something back if you want to. So if you look at the bottom of this receipt, it says no refunds or exchanges after 30 days. When can a customer not exchange an item? After 30 days. So the answer to that one is C. All right, and then number 4, which statement is true? All right, so you have to look at the receipt and decide which of those statements is true. So the first statement, the total is $1,182.95. So let's look at the receipt and see if we see that amount. Yes, we do see that amount. But is it the total? Nope. It's the subtotal. If you look on the left side of the receipt, you see that right there. Subtotal. Okay, so it's not that. All right. That's not true. Number B, a letter B. The coffee table is cheaper than the bookcase. How much is the coffee table? $295. The bookcase is $149. So $295 is more than $149. So that is not true. The coffee table is not cheaper than the bookcase. All right, number 3. The customer bought 4 items. You see item number 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 items. Okay, great. So that is a true statement. So the answer to number 4 is C. All right. And let's see. So before we move on, let's make sure we completed everything there. All right. Awesome. Okay, so in a moment, we're going to look at exercise B, and we're going to complete that, okay? All right, so now you can take a quick break we always like to take a break after, what, an hour or so. But you can take a quick break here, go get a cup of tea or some water, and we will continue on in the next lesson with exercise B.